from Rochester, New York. Came with Kid Goggles and Pika Pika, and he's in this top 8. He had a game with Ally, and it was really, really close.
And this is going to be a really interesting matchup as well. Ike versus Rob.
Yeah, not something you see very often.
I mean, they both do get a good amount off of grabs, but the thing that might give a character like Rob a slight edge here is the fact that he just has so many projectiles.
Yeah.
It's going to be so difficult for Sen to really get that initial opening. But
Exactly.
The counter to that, though, is the fact that when Sen gets that opening, the damage output is just insane.
Yeah, he hits like a truck. And it was like you said last game with the poke fireballs, is that you have to play it like Street Fighter, find your way in.
Right.
Well, now you have to do it with lasers, a gyro, like a fair that reaches pretty far. It's going to be quite the hill to climb for San, but as you said, when he does get in, he hurts.
And knowing a lot of really intelligent players who play these heavy hitters, they're all so conditioned at dealing with opponents who will consistently throw everything, including the kitchen sink at him.
Exactly. I'm really interested to see this. I don't know who the favorite would be. I don't think they've ever played. They're from far regions that don't meet very often. So they're not like the last match. It was two people who are very familiar with each other that are trying to adapt to what they already know. Whereas this match, it's two people who are kind of blind to each other.
And really anything goes and anything could happen today. Like you touched on, the really big talking point is going to be projectile efficiency.
Yeah.
If Holy can just consistently wall out Sen, then he's going to be winning this 3-0, no question, no contest. But if Sen is able to find a way, maybe start picking up on some of the patterns in which these projectiles come out, then it's going to be a world of trouble for Holy.
I feel like San has to kind of treat the projectiles as like, sometimes you're going to have to hit one or two, but once you work your way in, that's when you have to show that this matchup isn't that bad when I'm in your face. But if you let him just like throw his gyro, his lasers, then it's not going to be a good time. And Holy known to be pretty good with the gyro. He has all these little tricks with it, you know, where they leave it at the ledge and then charge up smash to try to cover all your options. I wonder what stage we're going to see. I know Holy likes to counter pick Duck Hunt, so if he loses game 1, I'm going to hard read that a game early.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Those ducks flying around sometimes help hinder an opponent who has a lot of projectiles. But of course, the nature of that laser is that it just does not care.
It goes through anything.
It goes through everything.
In doubles, if he ever sees Ally like just hit, he just boom, laser, everything reset.
So here we go, game number 1 between Holy and San. Holy, of course, one of the best Rob mains on the planet.
Yep.
Going off against San. I'm not sure how he ranks as far as Ikes go. You know, we talk about Ike and we think about players like Rio.
Yeah. And in, you know, the Zero's video where he mentions the best players, he actually mentioned both these players for their respective characters. They weren't the first, but he did give them a mention. 2
honorable mentions, hoping to really make a statement live here at EGLX 2016.
And it is top 8 losers, so, the hard read out smash. Holy jumping, though. He's not going to air dodge.
Oh my but he is going to be slammed to the bottom blast zone.
Holy nightmare. No fear about that up B. Some people are so scared to challenge it because he throws his sword so high, but Holy's like, I don't care. I'm spiking that.
And his positioning was smart, too. Most of the time, Ikes kind of throw it inward towards the stage.
Yeah.
He just hovered around the ledge, got around an area where most Ikes wouldn't normally throw the sword, and he paid off big time.
That was perfect spacing, and he got the reward for it. Well played by Holy.
And now we're seeing some of the issues really with this matchup. We're noticing that San will occasionally close the matchup, but right there, the top actually saving Holy. That was absolutely absurd play.
That was so lucky. Oh my god.
What an insane interaction.
When that kind of thing happens to San, you got to feel like, okay, he's back in there. I was going to say, when that kind of thing happens, sometimes you're like, I would have been back in if it wasn't for that. But San staying composed, getting that backer. Oh, again? Again?
The double-double. And once again, it was all about the positioning off of the stage, getting around that ether, getting around the sword.
I think Holy is mad that he was not the best Rob.
Yeah. And I'm sure that San was mad that he was not the best Ike either. He did a great job of dealing with those projectiles, but what neither one of us could have predicted was just how good Holy is, even with the up-close and and personal.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about how once Ike gets in, he hits like a truck, but once Ike gets in, Holy is still swinging back. He doesn't look uncomfortable at all.
That's right. What's a truck to a tank, I suppose.
Exactly.
And this tank that Holy really is just putting a world of trouble for San at this very moment. Even going for the up tilt after that nair, I'm liking the way that he's just scraping together all this extra damage.
Yeah, he's getting anything he can get, and you need it against a character like Ike, right? You want him dead as fast as possible.
They really do, and he's off to a great start, I'd say, in game number 2.
Yeah.
Having that gyro, just controlling so much of that space. I mean that down smash, where was San really supposed to go?
I think he literally had no options. Holy is just so good at just covering all of San's options.
It feels like whether it's a projectile game or whether it's close range, Holy does an amazing job of just keeping San pinned with very few options on the table.
And I like that little stall Holy did on his way up. San picked up the top and he Z-dropped it, so Holy's like, you know what, I'm just going to chill here until it leaves. I don't want to deal with maybe getting stage spike.
Well, San does have a lot of range, but it's not even going to matter. Holy, it looked like that was like a cross-up F smash.
He crossed up with the Nair, and then San tried to shield grab. Nope, Holy F smash. He noticed he was on the other side. That was so smart.
Yeah, really brilliant setup. You can tell that he's Ally's brother just by the way his mind works.
Honestly, yeah. Some of the Ally and himself and the Holy, they're just like, sometimes you see them do these things, you're like, that's crazy. How did these guys think like this?
Yeah, but the truth is, with players like that, they're thinking 8 steps ahead.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You find yourself with maybe an opportunity to get a shield grab, and all of a sudden you see yourself losing the set.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I'll just shield grab that, no problem. Oh, wait, why am I dead?
Up throw coming out, and that's going to be a great follow-up for San. He's still on that platform. He's getting a little bit greedy, perhaps.
Yeah, he wants this kill. He wants to come back. He knows that if he doesn't get the kill ASAP, Holy might just zone him out for a long time.
Ooh.
Really nice read on the jump.
And that was such a perfect option as well, just covering above him.
Yeah, exactly. It covers above and then in front. Holy just wants these spikes.
And, I mean, the crowd wants it as well. You can hear them holding their breath every single time he goes off stage.
Yeah, every time Ike up Bs, there's like a sigh. It's like, okay, he's good. Oh, the down tilt. Holy uses the down tilt really efficiently, just spacing it, like getting you off of him. And the gyro play, it's so beautiful to watch. Oh, he's going to re-grab the ledge.
Oh, that was interesting. The Aether actually deflecting the top there.
I didn't even know that could happen, to be honest.
Now, Holy does have a pretty commanding lead, but I think that San might be making a slight comeback
here.
Yeah,
looks like he's slowly starting to adapt, not getting bullied in like when they were close, like in game 1 was kind of.
And what I really like about Holy is that he doesn't just try to get to the corners and wall an opponent out. He'll throw the top and then make advantage of this newly created space and take control of center.
Exactly. He really enjoys having stage control. Obviously, a character like Rob does. So he knows, like, there's no point in me going out there. I'll throw the gyro and keep my stage control.
San getting that big forward air. I think that he's in a great position, honestly, to take this eruption, perhaps. But Holy snaking underneath and getting the up air.
That was great timing by Holy, just barely tapping the B button so he didn't run out of gas.
Here's where Holy's been on fire. We've been seeing San time and time again on the ledge. Holy sniping him away with the gyro.
Holy is just doing these things with Rob that you don't even know can happen. And we haven't seen any beat boops, right? Everyone says when they see Rob, it's like, oh, down throw up air. But no, Holy hasn't got a single kill like that.
No, he's just making all the right decisions in the neutral, and he's getting massive payoffs.
Yeah, San getting a little coaching from his Rochester boys.
I mean, they did come in a pack of 3 total, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Kid Goggles, San, and Pika Pika.
And they all did relatively well.
Yeah.
San the only one in top 8, but I think Kid Goggles came 9th.
Man, I can't wait for Kid Goggles to get like that crucial top 8 spot. He's just had so many fantastic performances lately. Of course, the one that comes to mind is Pound in particular.
That Mr. R game 5, everyone's just biting their nails. I've never seen Mr. R pop off like that in my life.
And a well-deserved pop off.
Yeah. That's a shows of respect to Kid Goggles, right? Like, you make Mr. R pop off. He's usually so, like, composed. But yeah, back to these two players. Game 3. I wonder if San's going to change up the stage. I think both game 1 and 2 were on Smashville.
And, you know, what sort of a change-up does he really need, maybe, to keep in line with Holy?
Yes, that's what I was thinking, because Smashville, known to be, in terms of, like, the actual stage length, the ground, it is the shortest. So maybe he wants that so Holy can't run away, but it's not working, right? So where can he go? And I guess Dreamland's his option.
Dreamland. Let's see what he can do. On one hand, maybe if he's able to get one of those grabs, he can land onto the platform, find like a really devastating follow-up. But Robs love these platforms as well. They can extend those beat boops, even though we haven't seen it from Holy. It's still definitely an option that's on the table.
It's not like he doesn't know about it. Just he hasn't really needed it so far. And the other thing with these platforms is that Holy can up throw. His up throw will kill earlier if he's under a platform. So I think maybe it's just a comfort pick for San, maybe, because it's definitely not a bad stage for Rob, I don't think.
Well, this is, again, do or die mode for San.
Yeah.
No games left to give. He needs to understand all the pieces he's assembled on the puzzle that is Holy.
Exactly.
And he needs to go and solve this enigma right now.
Looks like he's missing one of the pieces. He has to find it right now.
This is the last game he really has to do so.
Yeah, he has no choice. And it would be unfortunate for him because he lost the ally and then his brother. Like, got to beat one of them.
Yeah, that's definitely a really tough bet. Again, the gyro there, and San recognized that and tried to get the up air as a potential follow-up, but just couldn't get the right height to capitalize.
And San is in the lead. Is this the first lead we've seen in this set? I'm not sure.
Perhaps San for once actually piloting this match.
Yeah, Yeah, even, oh, the
he's
clean
actually
up air.
taking the first stock as well. So maybe Son's download has been enough that 90% is really going a long way, seeing as Holy hasn't even been able to get to 90 yet.
Yeah, Holy has quite the hill to climb for this match, but we've seen him spike him. We've seen him get like kills with the gyro, and he might be in the beat boot percentage soon.
And just like his brother Ally, he's so good at landing those smash attacks in the clutch.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Son wants a spike of his own.
Oh, Holy! I don't know if Son can make it back.
And he can!
Somehow! Oh man, I thought that was going to be a wrap for that stock, but
yeah,
I love the persistence from Son. Wow, Holy going for another great snipe with that top.
Yeah. At least forcing the air dodge so he has to side B.
Ooh, misspaced grab from Holy is going to be punched with that down tilt. Son on the chase down now.
Playing so well this game. 84% on Holy's second stock, yet to die. And Holy doesn't want to approach even though he's losing, which isn't a bad idea. If Son's going to come to you, just keep throwing out those projectiles.
You're absolutely right. Holy though, oh, I love the quick jabs in the corner, and he actually took a position where he was in complete defense with no options, and he turned it around perfectly.
And got the kill for it too. That was so well played by Holy. The back air too. How often do you see that just hit in neutral?
That corner is going to be something that we definitely need to talk about. How players are able to get out of that situations, what sort of options they do to get out are all going to be important pieces whenever it comes to downloading both of these members.
It's one of the most stressful places to be honest. When you're in the corner, you know if you go, oh, Son with the back air. Can't even finish my sentence. This man wants to win.
He really does. He's like, you know what, let me cut this analysis short for a second. Let's focus on me. Let's talk about me. Son getting on the board. But go on what you were talking about, the corner, because it's a really important lesson.
Yeah, when you're in the corner, it's just stressful, especially against players who are just so good at pressuring you, right? Because you know, any further back and you're off stage, and that's even more stressful because you could die. It doesn't matter what character you are. You can die if you're off stage, if without a jump. Maybe Pikachu, he's a little safe there. But yeah, it's showing, like watching characters like Rob getting out of the corner, it's not easy for him, right? He's not the most mobile, but Holy just making it work every time he gets trapped.
He really does. And he's, again, a player kind of like Poke, who just has this complete understanding of his character and understandings of most situations. Even when his back is to the wall, he keeps calm, he keeps composed, and he's able to find the one thing he needs to do to get out of a bad spot.
And they take it to Lilat.
For Holy, I think this makes a lot of sense. I mean, with these platforms, I think it's going to be the throws that are going to be very, very potent. He gets a little bit extra boost off of those top platforms.
I think the tilt might mess with the gyro a little bit. As you saw, he just threw it there, and it just stopped right in front of him because the stage was tilted upwards. But
now, how do you think the stage might be affecting Son's recovery?
Yeah, that's true. If the tilt maybe isn't on his side, maybe he won't catch the ledge. As we saw last game, he barely snapped it at one point.
That was a terrifying moment, to say the least.
Yeah, maybe on a stage like, oh my god!
What a read from Son!
Son showing him that he is nowhere close to out of this match.
And that was so good because every time he's gotten that grab, he's usually followed up with something like a forward air. Holy, it made total sense for him to air dodge, but it was just the wrong decision. Son was so many steps ahead.
That is just prime conditioning. When you show someone that you'll consistently do something and out of nowhere just switch it up. Oh, the raw F smash. The beat boot, will it kill?
I think it might. Son, however, has another thing to say, and Holy's going to get the follow-up to take the stock. Now Holy, again, a stock away, but this time the big difference from that last game is he's the one who took the initial stock.
Exactly. And he is on game point, so Son has to be feeling pressured right now. These situations, it's so hard to like just keep composed unless you're used to it, and I think Son is. He's a very veteran player in Brawl.
He might be. That choice of the down air was so smart, and that fair will be able to close the stock out against Holy. Son actually only taking a bit of damage, but Holy now right back on the offensive.
Yeah, and he's stuck in the corner. Let's see what he does to get out. He's just zoning him. He just worked his way in by just bullying him with projectiles.
I want to put you in the position of Son, right, where this is your last game potentially. What do you need to do to bring this back?
Oh, honestly, I would be personally so shook. I would be out right away. But Son, he seems like he's just trying to control the space. He's trying to hold down the center of the stage, which is so smart because we've seen Holy edgeguard him. We've seen Holy just... Oh, the upper? I was going to say, that looked like it was going to kill.
You're right. We've seen Holy really being so dominant whenever Son's in the corner, and Son finds himself here again. Beat boop.
Yeah,
but it's Ike. Ike, of course, being one of those bigger bodies, he's not going to be falling for that yet, but I think this just might be enough. Beautiful air dodge, though, from Son.
Yeah, that was like frame perfect.
Turning the tables, giving himself another shot, but Holy with the falling bear.
He's gotten 2 bear kills. I don't see that move hit very often. It's pretty slow, but Holy just knowing the situation. Maybe Son's looking for a nair, so he does a move that's slightly later. So maybe Son dropped shield. I'm not really sure, but Holy, that was so well played by Holy.